a video on my kitchen. Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary appetizers of all time, Jalapeño poppers, but forget those frozen ones from a box. We're making them from scratch, and I promise you, it's so much easier than you think. We'll be making two versions today, the classic crispy, deep-fried kind, and a slightly lighter, baked version for those who prefer it. Both are absolutely delicious, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about our star ingredient, the jalapeños. You'll want to pick ones that are a good size, not too small, or they'll be hard to stuff, and not gigantic either. Look for firm, smooth, and vibrant green peppers. We'll need about a dozen for this recipe. Safety first. Jalapeños have an oil called capsaicin, which is what makes them spicy. It can irritate your skin and especially your eyes. So, I highly recommend wearing a pair of food-safe gloves while you handle them. Trust me on this one. You don't want to accidentally rub your eye after cutting peppers. Okay, gloves on. Perfect. Now, let's prep these beauties. We need to create a little boat for our creamy filling. The easiest way is to slice each jalapeño in half lengthwise, from the stem down to the tip. Now you have to perfect halves. Next, we need to remove the seeds and the white membrane inside. This is where most of the intense heat lives. A small spoon, like a teaspoon or a grapefruit spoon, works wonders for this. Just gently scrape everything out until you have a clean, hollowed-out pepper half. If you like it extra spicy, you can leave a few seeds in, but I prefer to take most of them out to let the flavor of the filling shine. Repeat this for all your peppers and set them aside. Now, for the best part, the filling. This is what makes a jalapeño popper so incredibly addictive. It's rich, creamy, and cheesy. For our filling, you'll need 1/8-ounce block of cream cheese, softened to room temperature. This is key for easy mixing. To that, we'll add about 1 cup of shredded cheese. I love using a mix of sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack. The cheddar brings a nice tangy flavor. And the Monterey Jack melts beautifully, but feel free to use your favorite cheeses. Colby pepper jack for an extra kick, or even a smoked Gouda would be amazing. Let's add some more flavor. I'm putting in a 1/4 cup of finely chopped green onions for a fresh, mild oniony bite. A teaspoon of garlic powder and half a teaspoon of onion powder will give it a savory depth. En of course, a picked black pepper to taste. You can also get creative here. Some people love adding cooked, crumbled bacon bits to the filling, which is just next level delicious. Today, I'm keeping it classic and vegetarian. In a medium bowl, combine your softened cream cheese, shredded cheeses, green onions, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Use a spatula or a fork to mix it all together until it's well combined and creamy. Give it a little taste and adjust the seasoning if you need to. Perfect. Now it's time to stuff our peppers. Take one of your jalapeño halves and use a small spoon or even your fingers to fill it with our cheese mixture. Don't be shy here. You want to fill it generously, mounding it up a little bit. The filling will settle a bit as it cooks. Go ahead and fill all of your prepared jalapeño halves. Okay, our poppers are stuffed and ready for the next step. This is where we decide their fate, baked or fried. Let's start with the baked version first. For the baked poppers, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper for easy cleanup. Arrange your stuffed jalapeño halves on the sheet, leaving a little space between them. Now, we want a little crunch on top. I am mixing half a cup of panko breadcrumbs with 2 tablespoons of melted butter and a sprinkle of paprika for color. This will give us a golden, toasty topping. Sprinkle this buttery breadcrumb mixture evenly over the cheese filling on each popper. Now, pop them into the preheated oven. They'll need to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. You're looking for the peppers to be tender, the filling to be hot and bubbly, and the topping to be beautifully golden brown and crispy. While those are baking, let's get our fried version ready. For the ultimate crunchy, restaurant-style popper, we're going to deep fry. This requires a 3-step breading station. First bowl, about half a cup of all-purpose flour seasoned with a pinch of salt and pepper. Second bowl, 2 large eggs, beaten well with a splash of milk. Third bowl, about 1½ cups of panko breadcrumbs. Panko is a Japanese-style breadcrumb that's lighter and flakier, which makes for an extra crispy coating. To get your oil ready, pour about 2 to 3 inches of a neutral oil, like canola or vegetable oil, into a heavy-bottomed pot or Dutch oven. We want to heat it to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. A kitchen thermometer is really helpful here to maintain the right temperature. If the oil is too cool, the poppers will get greasy. If it's too hot, the outside will burn before the inside is cooked. Now, let's bread our poppers. Take a stuffed jalapeño, half and first dredge it completely in the seasoned flour. Tap off any excess. The flour helps the egg wash stick. Next, dip it into the egg wash, making sure it's fully coated. Let any excess egg drip off. Finally, press it firmly into the panko breadcrumbs, covering it completely. This 3-layer system ensures a super crispy, durable crust that won't fall apart in the fryer. Set your breaded poppers on a wire rack as you go. Once your oil is at temperature, it's time to fry. Carefully place a few breaded poppers into the hot oil. Don't overcrowd the pot, as this will drop the oil temperature. Fry them for about 3 to 5 minutes, turning them occasionally until they're a deep golden brown and crispy all over. Once they're done, use a slotted spoon or spider strainer to remove them from the oil and place them on a wire rack to drain. Sprinkling them with a tiny bit of salt as soon as they come out of the oil is a pro move that adds so much flavor. Work in batches until all your poppers are fried to perfection. And just like that, our baked poppers should be ready. Let's pull them out of the oven. Oh, look at that! They look incredible golden brown, bubbly, and the whole kitchen smells amazing. So here we have it, 2 incredible ways to make homemade jalapeño poppers. On one side, we have our crispy, golden, deep-fried poppers, and on the other, our beautifully baked version with that toasty panko topping. Both are filled with that hot, creamy, cheesy goodness. Before you dig in, let them cool for a few minutes. That filling is molten hot. These are perfect served as is, but a nice dipping sauce like a Cool Ranch dressing, a creamy cilantro lime dip, or even a sweet chili sauce takes them over the top. Whether you're making them for game day, a party, or just a Tuesday night craving, these homemade jalapeño poppers are guaranteed to be a hit. You'll never want the store-bought kind again. The baked ones are a fantastic, slightly lighter option that's just as satisfying, while the fried ones deliver that classic, irresistible crunch. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know in the comments which version you made baked or fried. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you next time.